Hello friends, there are some important one-liners which must be remembered for the PG, and those one-liners I would like to deal here. Every day I would like to deal with some few one-liners or some numbers which should be remembered so that at the end of the day this becomes easier. So one thing which is important in anatomy is first abduction. Okay, abduction of shoulder. This abduction of shoulder is one of the important question which has come for many times. So this abduction of shoulder can be divided into three types. One, for abduction to occur up to 15 degrees, abduction to occur up to 90 degrees of abduction, and over than 90 degrees. This over more than 90 degrees is called as overhead abduction. Okay, so this up to 15 degrees is mainly done by supraspinatus. These muscles which actually do this abduction is very important. Up to 15 degrees by supraspinatus, up to 90 degrees by deltoid. Then overhead abduction is mainly by serratus anterior and trapezius. Okay, so this is very important and this question has been asked couple of times. Next question which is important is about the spring ligament. So what do you see in this? What is spring ligament? Spring ligament is mainly present in the ankle. Okay, this spring ligament is present in the ankle. It is actually a group of ligament which mainly connects. This will connect calcaneum and navicular bone. It connects calcaneum and navicular bone, and this spring ligament, if you see, this has a name called as plantar calcaneo navicular ligament. This spring ligament is called as plantar calcaneo navicular ligament. Okay, it is also called as plantar calcaneo navicular ligament. So just let me draw this picture of spring ligament so that it becomes easier for us to understand. So if you see, this is the calcaneus with tubercle of calcaneus. Okay, then after calcaneus you will have the navicular bones. Okay, this is if you see, this is calcaneum. Just think that this is calcaneum, and then you will have a navicular bone here. Okay, over it you will have talus, but this is calcaneus, then navicular, then you will have cuneiform bones. Okay, and you will also have a cuboid bone also. Okay, so all these are not necessary. Here this spring ligament connects mainly the calcaneum with the navicular bone. Okay, so if you see, this consists of mainly three different types of ligaments. One, we have three types. One, we have medial superomedial ligament which is present, and we have medial plantar or intermediate calcaneo-navicular ligament. Okay, we have lateral calcaneo-navicular ligament. Okay, we have three types. One, intermedio superior. So there are three. It's difficult to mention here. So it's difficult to draw here. So as a result, just remember that in spring ligament it mainly consists of three ligaments mainly. They include superomedial ligament. It consists of superomedial ligament. Okay, it consists of medioplantar oblique ligament, medioplantar oblique ligament, This medial plantar oblique ligament is also called as intermediate calcaneo navicular ligament. Okay, the next ligament is inferoplantar ligament, inferoplantar longitudinal ligament. This inferoplantar longitudinal ligament is also called as lateral calcaneo navicular ligament. Okay, so if you see, this spring ligament is also called as plantar calcaneo navicular ligament. This is the most powerful ligament of the elbow. Okay, then the next important question is about the importance of nerve roots. Okay, the nerve root, if you see in this, sciatic nerve root has been asked many times. Okay, this sciatic nerve root, if you see, this will start from sciatic nerve originates, okay, from nerve roots L4 to S3. Okay, this sciatic nerve has two divisions. One, it is called as first it is tibial division, forming tibial nerve, and then we have peroneal nerve. Okay, this tibial nerve has L4, L5, S1, S2, S3, whereas this peroneal division has branches from L4, L5, S1, S2. Okay, then if you see, the next important thing is about this question has been asked many times, which is about suprarenal gland. What is suprarenal gland? It is also called as adrenal gland. Okay, the blood supply of suprarenal and adrenal gland has been asked many times. So this is mainly supplied by three different arteries, which is called as superior suprarenal artery, we have superior suprarenal artery, we have middle suprarenal artery. Okay, it is also supplied by inferior suprarenal artery. So if you see, superior suprarenal artery is a branch from the inferior phrenic artery. Inferior phrenic artery gives rise to superior suprarenal artery. Then middle suprarenal artery is mainly from the abdominal aorta. Abdominal aorta gives rise to middle suprarenal artery, whereas inferior suprarenal artery is a branch of renal artery. Okay, these are arteries. If you see venous developed veins of suprarenal gland or adrenal gland, veins are mainly of two types. We have right suprarenal vein and we have left suprarenal vein. Okay, this right suprarenal vein, if you see, this drains into inferior vena cava, whereas left suprarenal veins drains into left renal vein. Okay, then if you see the development, it mainly develops from two main things which is important, okay, about suprarenal gland development. If you see the cortex, that is adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex is the derivative of mesoderm of coelomic epithelium. And if you see the adrenal medulla is the development of from neuroectoderm. Okay, so these are important things which should be remembered.